Welcome back to my views and news. Some new stories from Ethiopia and Eritrea. Firstly, another police chief has been assassinated in the Amhara region reportedly. Third police chief assassinated in the region in around a month. Where is this Voreda located where the police chief was assassinated? Does Fano have any presence there? Most assassinations are being carried out by Fano fighters, but Fano factions don't claim the responsibility for these assassinations. Secondly, Orthodox Church of Ethiopia made a big decision today after a plenary session. It decided to excommunicate Tigray archbishops and episcopates. Where does Abuna Matthias, the patriarch, stand on this issue? What is next move by the Orthodox Church, main church, and Tigray Church? We'll try to have a look at this decision in the light of what happened after Oromia breakaway faction archbishops were excommunicated a few months ago. Thirdly, it seems that Ethiopian government, Ethiopian state media is trying to clarify the rumors about strained Ethiopia Eritrea relations. Al Jazeera a few days ago did a program about PM Abiy's alleged comments about port. And that led to a speculation that PM Abiy wanted to seize a neighboring country's port by force. Valta TV is an Ethiopian state-backed television channel which did a talk show on Tuesday about Ethiopia-Eritrea relations, especially about port issue. Firstly, viewers, it seems that another police chief has been assassinated in the Amhara region. Assassinations are a deliberate point of Fano's military strategy. They have decided to eliminate those who are working against Fano on regional level, and they'll definitely expand and they might hit people on federal level too. So far, they are working on local Voreda level, one assassination on regional level too, no on federal level. But you will see if Fano fighters continue expanding their activities, you'll see federal government officials targeted too. So, third police chief, first one was assassinated in Dejjan, Gojam, when Dejjan police chief and his deputy both were assassinated by a former Amhara special force member. Thousands of former Amhara special force members have joined Fano fighters. Then in Debre Birhan, North Shore zone of the Amhara region, police chief was assassinated. Now, third assassination in Ago Avi zone. In Ago Avi zone, there is Dangila Voreda. Reportedly, Dangila Voreda police chief has been assassinated by unknown people, by unknown fighters, because Fano does not claim responsibility. But behind all these assassinations, definitely there are Fano factions. And Ago Avi zone is a very sensitive zone, like North Shore is a sensitive zone because there are both Oromos, Amharas live there, and we have seen fighting between Oromos, Amhara, local farmers, some Ola-backed elements too in North Shore. In Ago Avi zone, we have been seeing tensions between Agos and Amharas. In this movement, in this resistance, Fano fighters want Agos to stand with Amharas. Agos, I think they are not actively supporting Fano's moves. In Ago Awe zone, we know that Ethiopian National Defense Force a few days ago graduated hundreds of recruits who completed their training. A militia was raised by Ethiopian military in Ago Awe zone a few days ago. I did a video on that. Purpose is to stop Fano in Ago Awe zone through these militias. Militias being raised in entire Amhara region by ENDF. ENDF wants to use these militias and police as frontline forces against Fano, but this strategy is not working. Militia members, police officials, they're not ready to confront Fano fighters. So in Ago Awe zone, Dangila police chief assassinated. Is he an Ago or Amhara? I'm not sure, but obviously this assassination will have its impact in Ago Awe zone. Already Agos in Ago Awe zone are complaining that Fano fighters have taken control of a town in Ago Awe zone. I think in Oyogogosa, Fano fighters took control of town. From Gujum, they entered Ago Awe zone and they captured a town in Oyogogosa. So already there are tensions between Agos and Amharas. After the assassination, you will see tensions rise in Ago Awe zone, which is a strategic zone, which shares border with Banishangal, Gumuz region, and on Ago Awe zone, Amhara border, on Ago Awe zone, BG border, Fano factions are based. Thousands of Fano fighters are based in these border areas. Secondly, viewers, today Ethiopian Orthodox Church made a big decision. Its plenary session was held. Archbishops from across the world participated. 2-day discussions were held. 3-day rather. The session started on Monday, I think. So 3-day discussions held, and now decision has been made. Abune Petros, the General Secretary of the Synod, read the decision of the plenary session of the Archbishops. Abune Matthias, the Patriarch, was sitting next to Abune Petros when Abune Petros read the statement. Main Church has excommunicated Tigray's archbishops. Appointee episcopates excommunicated too. Marha Christos, Archbishop from Tigray, Petros, Esaias, and another Archbishop from Tigray is Mercurius. These 4 bishops have been excommunicated. Means their authority revoked, their titles revoked by the main church. Church has declared Manbar Islam illegal. Today officially, the episcopates appointed, 10 were appointed, 9 were ordained. All these episcopates excommunicated as well, condemned. They are no more part of the Ethiopian Orthodox Church. The church says that violation of church law was committed in Tigray when Manbar Islam was formed and when bishops were appointed. What is next? Where is Abune Matthias? It is being claimed by Tigrayan activists that Abune Matthias was not on board regarding this decision. He was not allowed to read the decision. He did not want to excommunicate Tigray archbishops. But the church has been hijacked by the synod, by Abune Petros, Abune Abraham. But when the statement was read, Abune Matthias was sitting there. So Abune Matthias there, willingly, unwillingly, he is part of the decision. Will he step down, citing some health issues, etc.? We don't know. So far, he is part of the decision. No statement from the Patriarch disagreeing with this decision so far. It means he is on board. Unwillingly, but he is on board. Secondly, what is next? If you remember, and what impact this decision will have on Tigray Orthodox Church. Tigray Orthodox Church were hoping that it will have relation with the main church, that Abune Matthias will continue serving as the patriarch of the Tigray Church, but Tigray Church will be independent. So this arrangement has been rejected today by the main church. Abune Matthias cannot be the patriarch of the Tigray Orthodox Church because Tigray archbishops have been excommunicated. Secondly, if you remember, when a breakaway faction emerged in Rome a few months ago, and in the same manner, those 3 archbishops were excommunicated too. A plenary session of the church was held back then, and Abune Zinamorkos and Apostotius Serios were excommunicated. Later, PMRB mediated, and the church archbishops, 3 archbishops, they were reinstated. Tigray's 4 archbishops have nothing to lose, because I don't think that they're losing their salaries if they were withdrawing salaries from church accounts. But Tigray archbishops have huge backing from diaspora. So money is no problem. They have independence now, religious independence. It means that Tigray archbishops, Tigray Member Islam won't be affected by this decision. But next step of the church, main church, is to start legal proceedings, like we saw in Romania, that the main church excommunicated Romania archbishops. Then the main church filed a petition at a court saying that all church properties must be under the control of the main church. And back then, if you remember, a court ordered that status quo be maintained. So this decision could not be implemented. I think here too we could see church move to a court with a petition that Tigray Orthodox Church properties are basically main church properties, and that Tigray Orthodox authorities must be stopped from using the churches in Tigray. We could see start of a court battle. So far, main church has decided to take a strong stand. How will Tigray respond? We'll see. Tigray will definitely reject the decision. But does church have any other options, main church, to put pressure upon the Tigray Orthodox Church? I don't think so. Tigray Orthodox Church has already announced its independence. If the archbishops have been excommunicated, still they'll keep on functioning in Tigray. They don't want to be in Addis Ababa. They don't want to be in Amhara or Fari. They're in Tigray. So their work in Tigray won't be affected. People are supporting them. Will people continue their support for Tigray archbishops in Tigray? That we'll see. So far, that is what the church was expected to do, like they did in the case of Oromia. Let's see how Tigray side responds now. Thirdly, viewers, Ethiopian government is trying to clear the rumors about PMRB's alleged recent remarks about Ethiopia's intention to seize a neighboring country's port by force. Al Jazeera did a program on that, inside story, 30-minute long program, and Al Jazeera took an Ethiopian minister on air too. Ethiopian minister denied that PMRB had said something like this. Volta TV last night did a talk show about Al Jazeera's program. And the 3 participants of the show, they criticized Al Jazeera. They said that PMRB never said anything like that, that Ethiopia wanted to seize a neighboring country's port by force. They broadcast PMRB's past statements about port use. PMRB has been heard saying in the past that Ethiopia would negotiate with neighboring countries for using their ports, including a support of Eritrea. So Valta TV's last night's program is an attempt by Ethiopian government to clarify, to clear rumors that it's not that Ethiopia wants to take a support by force. And the journalists claimed in the program last night that some forces, some people wanted to create tensions between Ethiopia and Eritrea. But both countries are on board. They have no disagreements, no disputes. And PM Abiy's government wants to start talks with neighboring countries for the use of port. So we can say this is official attempt from Ethiopian government to clear the rumors about strained Ethiopia-Eritrea relations. Thank you for watching.